figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a. She an.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey.
43 is the mic. Check, 43.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Still 180. Round 80.
Oh, yeah,
On third down, it's Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Delta!
Check 31, check 31.
Load it! Load it! Done!
They'll run with Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Go! Mike's 43! Mike's 43!
Hey, easy, easy.
I'm coming after you!
Behind.
From the 29, Rivers, complete to Hilton. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go!
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out.
And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we... We hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Don't say nothing.
Now Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
First down, Atlanta.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Red Delta!
Watch out.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Set, we're okay. Q. Black 11! You better be afraid of me. Hey, box truck.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Mike, 58, right there.
51! Off the screen! Bravo!
Off the screen! 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
59, ready, 280.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
58. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Buckle him up. Check. Hey, Charlie.
Check, 45 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
54. Room. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense.
On play action, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up.
To throw is Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Hey, 79.
On 1st and 10. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Ready, 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, Big series.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
59, 25.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Got.
To throw again, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Taylor. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
0.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
51, shout! Hey, my 7.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
58, come on.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Now again, right side. Taylor. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey.
Stay at home, stay at home.
On 1st down, Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check 24, check 24. Shift.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Delta. Hey, seam 6.
Rivers. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Check. 58, come on. Man, I got you.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
59, ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing now is Ryan. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Everyone, go forward.
Gun. 22. Hey, Alpha.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Wait.
Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.